How many phone calls can you realistically expect from Google Ads for your towing service business? In this video, I'll break down the key factors that affects the number of phone calls, including budget, location, and other key factors, so you know what to expect before investing. So let's get started. So guys, we're in our Google Ads dashboard, and if you're a towing service business and you're thinking, if you want to run Google Ads, how many phone calls can you expect from running Google Ads? In this video, I'm going to go through some ways you can identify how many phone calls you can get when running Google Ads. So this is one of our example account, and this is a local service business account like towing service businesses, and their main goal is similar, to generate as many phone calls as possible. So as you can see, for the last 60 days, we've generated 334 and a half phone calls. They are directly from ads. Why we're seeing these half numbers, 552.5, because of data-driven attribution models, you can get these kind of numbers. For example, for certain clicks, you can get half, and for other clicks, you can get other half, for example, after several days, let's say. So these are the numbers, 334 calls directly from ads, and these conversions can include these numbers as well, calls directly from ads, as well as phone calls or phone call related conversions happening from the website. So people can visit the website and click on phone call button, and we're going to record that as a conversion. So most conversions happening in this account are phone call related conversions, and very small fraction of the conversions can be form submissions, but they're very small, let's say around 5% or maybe even less than that. But our main goal is to generate as many phone calls as possible. So how many phone calls can you expect if you're a towing business, and what your budget should be to receive these kind of phone calls? So we're going to see those, and you can have an idea of what you can expect. So here I made a quick Google search, and how many phone calls can you get per day depends on the type of campaign you're using with Google Ads. Google Ads can have different type of campaigns, so it can have display, which I would not recommend if you are running towing service businesses. And Google Ads can also have Performance Max, and it is mostly automated campaign, and I would not suggest that option as well. It runs in networks which can attract lower quality phone calls or clicks, and the best option is to run search ads if you're a towing service business. And with Google search ads, we're going to see how many phone calls can you expect. So as you can see, if you're going to search this keyword, we can have several ads appearing here, and let's see how many phone calls can you expect in your location and depending on your budget. A quick reminder, want me to personally review your Google Ads account for free and record a short video with my findings? Click the link in the description below to request your free audit, and no commitment required. I'll personally review your account and send you the audit in a video format. So don't miss out and request it now. So let's say to receive one phone call with 10% conversion rate, you need 10 clicks. And what does it mean? From 10 clicks, you're going to convert only 10% and you're going to receive one phone call. And if you have 20% conversion rate and your campaign structure is better and your landing page is better, let's say you have high conversion rate. You are converting 2 times more number of people visiting your website or seeing your ad. So let's say 5 people seeing your ad or clicking your ad, calling your business. So you have 20% conversion rate. Now we have two scenarios, and we're going to calculate that. So you can get an idea from here. The higher the conversion rate, the less clicks are required to receive the same number of phone calls. The higher conversion rate can be achieved with higher quality campaigns and higher quality landing pages. By higher quality, I mean the campaigns and landing pages should be relevant to what the users are searching for. So how can we calculate 10 clicks and 5 clicks? For that, we need to use some kind of online tools that can give us those information for your specific location. So let's see how much would they cost. So this is one of the online tools. You can choose any other online tool if you want. The point is to see the cost per click limit for your industry. For the first option, I'm using WordStream tool. And after showing you this one, I'm going to show you how to make research with Google Ads own keyword planner tool. With that one, you can make more accurate research. And first, let me show you how you can do that with this option if you don't have any Google Ads account. So here, you're going to go to wordstream.com/keywords, or you can choose any other online tool. And after that, we're going to put our target keyword here. So this is our target keyword. And after that, click on Find My Keywords. And here, this is our target keyword. And we don't have to choose our industry because our keyword can tell already our industry. And we can choose only countrywide targeting. We cannot choose a specific city or specific location name. That's the downside of this tool. But with Google Ads Keyword Planner, we can do that. And we're going to do that later. And after that, click on Continue. So as you can see, with this one keyword idea, we have 500 keyword ideas available. So their top of page with low range and top of page with high ranges can give us an idea of how much would it cost to be eligible to participate in Google Ads auctions. So if you're going to scroll down, you can see different keyword ideas, and their numbers here are mostly the same, but they can be different as well. So as you can see, the numbers sometimes can be different. And let's say for the whole United States, the cost is going to be around $3. So if you're going to bid around $3, let's say we're going to be higher than top of page with low range, and we're going to be eligible to participate in Google Ads auction, and we need to start receiving some kind of impressions, and those impressions should turn into clicks, and those clicks can hopefully turn into phone calls. So based on this research, we're going to assume that it's going to be $3. But again, it is a countrywide targeting, and we're not targeting based on our specific city or location. That's why if you don't have Google Ads account, these are the numbers. But if you have Google Ads account, we're going to make our research with Google Ads account. So I'm going to go here, and this is a client account, and I cannot disclose the client information. That's why I'm going to open my test account and see Google Ads Keyword Planner from there. So once we're here in the overview section, we're going to go to tools and the planning. We're going to go to Keyword Planner, and we're going to go to discover new keywords. And once we are here, we're going to put our target keyword here. And after that, click on enter and click on get results. So these are the keyword ideas, and you can also see top of page with high range and low ranges. And the results are mostly similar, around $2.50 up to $8. But here we're targeting United States again and countrywide targeting. But instead we should be targeting a specific location, because we cannot serve the whole United States. We should be targeting a specific location where we can serve. That's why we need to be targeting a specific location. Click on this pencil and remove this countrywide targeting and choose a specific location. And as an example, let's say we're going to choose New York City. So we're going to choose that and click on save. And if we're going to scroll down, as you can see, the numbers are much more expensive now. It is close to $3, let's say, 3.5, 3.5. So let's say to be eligible to participate in the Google Ads auction for all of these keywords, let's say in the first 10 row, we need to be bidding around $4 here based on this data. Because based on our location data, that's how much we should be bidding to be eligible for all of these keywords. Again, we have 1,000 keyword ideas available, and we can go through all of those. But based on these first 10 keyword ideas, if we're going to bid $4, we're going to be eligible for all of these keywords. We're higher than top of page with low range, and we can participate in the Google Ads auction, and hopefully we're gonna get some number of impressions, and those impressions can turn into clicks. But again, if $4 is not enough, you can always increase that slowly. So you can make it $4.50, $5, $5.50. And once you start getting impressions, you start getting clicks, you can keep it at that range. So for now, we're gonna assume that $4 is gonna be enough based on this data. So we're gonna use that here. So 10 clicks would cost us, with an average cost per click of $4, around $40. So with 10% conversion rate to receive one phone call, you can pay $40. And with 5 clicks, with an average cost per click limit of $4, you're going to pay $20 to receive one phone call. And it's with 20% conversion rate. And again, as I told, if the $4 is not enough, you can make it a little bit higher. But as of now, based on the data we've seen, $4 should be enough. And now let's see how many phone calls can we receive. So these are the phone calls, and these phone calls may not always turn into real leads. So let's consider 30% to be as low quality lead, and we're going to include that in the cost as well. So with 10% conversion rate, one lead is going to be costing 30% higher, including lower quality phone calls. So let's say higher quality lead is going to cost us 30% more expensive, which is $53 if you're going to have 10% conversion rate. And with 20% conversion rate, 30% more expensive lead is going to cost us $27. And with $27, we're going to have higher quality lead. And based on this data, we can now calculate how many phone calls can we generate based on our budget. So with 10% conversion rate, if you are paying $50 a day budget, because the cost per lead is around $53, it is going to be less than one, which means you're going to be getting at most one phone call a day with the 10% conversion rate. With the 20% conversion rate, because the cost per phone call is much cheaper, you're going to be getting more phone calls. So with $50 a day budget, you're gonna be getting 1 or 2 phone calls per day. So let's see that if you're gonna have $150 per day budget. So if you're gonna have $150 a day budget with 10% conversion rate, you're gonna be getting around 2 to 3 phone calls per day because the cost per phone call is much more expensive. But with 20% conversion rate, with $150 per day budget, you can expect around 5 to 6 phone calls because the cost per phone call is much cheaper. And again, guys, these numbers can be different depending on your location, depending on your campaign quality and landing page quality, and your conversion rates might be much higher or much lower. And I'm writing just 20% conversion rate, and in the towing industry the conversion rates can be easily, let's say, 25%, 30%. You can do that if you have higher quality campaigns and you can get better numbers. And also I'm writing $4 cost per click, and in your case it might be much higher or it might be lower, and they can be different factors, and you can pay different cost per phone calls. But that's a high level overview of how you can calculate your numbers if you're in the towing industry and you're wondering how many phone calls you can get per day if you want to run Google Ads. So again, guys, if you want me to personally audit your Google Ads account and you want to see the video recorded version of that audit, you can apply for that free audit by clicking the link in the description below, and I can review your Google Ads account for free. Or if you guys want me to generate phone calls to your towing business using Google Ads, you can also contact me as well by clicking the link in the description below. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching this video, and see you guys in my other videos.